The building's closing soon.
Who was that guy? I don't recognize him.
I know, he looks angry.
Must be new. Weird uniform too.
Maybe he's a pet?
Well, his donut looked delicious. I'd eat those crumbs. It's definitely not a sexual security guard. But I guess changes keep on coming. He's probably from the district. I hear they have all the donuts.
I'm hungry now. I saw this with Sun.
Yeah.
Let's get pizza.
Sundance on the way.
Seriously? That's what you're gonna say?
What did I say?
God, you think you know someone.
Sorry, I really don't know what I did.
No, you know what? I am done here. I am heading home without you.
Don't ask about the song.
Hi, Sky. I'm so excited for tomorrow. How's the song coming along?
She acts like I don't even exist anymore. Maybe I should move into a cave. That might suit me better.
Just let it go. She wasn't right for you, and maybe she just wasn't that
Into
into
me.
you.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm really stressed out. I think. Thanks. I'm gonna stay here for a little while and try and finish the lyrics up, and maybe try and get my life in order.
Sounds like a good plan to try getting mine in order too. Hey, it's about that time. Should we hit the dusty trail?
Yep, guess so.
Well, I can't wait for tomorrow. It's gonna be great. Oh, and that BoJack show, you have to check it out.
You and that. Sorry, forgive me.
Well, got the mods done yet? It's ridiculous. No, long night ahead. Do you want to show me, please? Well, got a yoga with me tomorrow, if I do. Oh god, my buddy was so after last time. I definitely can't do that. Your body is sore because you tried to ride the bull at Cowgirls again, Goo. Look, I'm offering free math tutoring. I'm gonna need yoga to get my head together after this bloody math. Okay, it's a deal. Alright. Yoga, meditation, and calculus. Well, let's go to Cowgirl this weekend. Yeah, let's do it. I get to ride the bull.
No way. That man is a loser.
Cool toy.
Would you just crush the little guys?
Yeah, imagine the ER after Batman cuts through.
I'd rather fly. Give me this marble.
Whoa, I wonder if Jeff Bezos has like a Batmobile.
So that's a lot of testosterone.
Or a secret laboratory under the Packard building.
Batman and Bezos are both the same. Crushing unions, smushing little guys, I've had it.
Yeah, we need a new model. A new superhero.
Yes, someone outside of the physical realm.
Someone who sees the world in a different way, like Van Gogh.
Someone who paints the world into new dimensions.
Yeah. I hate to say it, guys, but I really need to finish that philosophy paper.
The one about spiritualism and intoxication.
What was I thinking?
Great ideas, just need to bring them all together.
Yeah, help brainstorm.
Oh my god, you these. Let's get out of here.
The building's closing. You have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I'm excited to read your papers, these righteous spirits.
Thank you so much, Professor Tapp. I'll do my best.
Okay, I think it's time to get going. I have mindful meditation tonight. Ah, Sky. Looking forward to a show tomorrow.
Thanks, Professor Tao.
You're a good human. Trust yourself and listen to the stories around you.
I will try.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Wait a second. You hate wrestling?
Yeah, I mean, the WWE's fake. And the announcer said.
I have to get the dogs to the park later. Wanna come?
This weekend, maybe? Sounds way better than going to Cowgirls.
They'll love you.
I've heard so much about them. Minkus, Buddy, and Stella, the world's cutest pups.
Can't tell a lie, they're pretty amazing.
I've heard so much about them. I'm hella excited. But I'm gonna go home. Wanna come?
I'm actually headed your way. Do you mind if I join you? Bye, Scott.
Hey, bye, guys. Be safe.
About time them kids are gone. You can't force it. It takes time. A Pikachu! I need it!
Stupid lyrics don't rhyme. Nothing rhymes. Nothing rhymes with redemption. I mean, does it even need to rhyme? Consonants? Assonants? Assonants? Just too upset to finish the words, but I have a show tomorrow, and if I don't write something, everyone's going to laugh at me, and then I'm going to get angry, and then I'm going to feel afraid of being so angry, and then I'm going to get angry because I'm so afraid. The cycle just goes over and over and over again. So, I have to write something. Talking to people has never been harder than it is today. One week it's this way, the next one's got you feeling like you've changed. You've changed, trying to hide yourself Somebody help me. The world I live in isn't making sense. Should it make much sense when I built a wall? If I built a fence, people are suffering. I can't help them. All I do is ask, is there an answer? Are we cursed to an eternity of pain? Am I actions in vain? Am I dumb or insane? Am I Abel or am I Cain? Bible's stupid. That's a stupid line. I'm stupid. Everything is stupid. The song is stupid. And where did everybody go? No. 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 Please, no. No. Security guard! Anybody? I'm still here. Chill. I'm chill. I am going to read and watch BoJack Horseman. Maybe that will help pass the time.
After 3 fucking years, you pull something like this and try to dismantle that one good thing that happened in 20. How dare you?
I didn't.
Exactly. Just like when we were together, it was always you. And now.
But that's what I've been trying to tell you. I've changed. I'm not that guy anymore. I'm not the guy who chose himself over you. I'm not the man who runs away anymore.
No, Butcher. You're the man that should stay gone.
Ouch. Can we at least still be friends?
You've taken it out of my hands. Let me ask you something. If your wife says publicly objected to your marriage at the wedding, would you want them hanging out?
Probably not.
I sit?
You know, I didn't say yes.
You also didn't say no.
You know, consent is a two-way street.
Did you ask for it before you snatched that microphone?
No.
It's a beautiful night tonight, isn't it?
Really? I hadn't noticed.
I know.
What's that supposed to mean?
15 minutes till the luau building is closed, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, closed. Closed!
You do realize we are the only ones here.
I know!
Great. 15 minutes until it's dark enough. No one can watch me leave.
Really? Seemed like you really wanted to be seen after that stunt.
No, I didn't. Well, I did. But not by them, by her. I wanted her to understand me, or at least hear me.
Yeah, well, she heard you. And everyone else heard when she said no. But hey, I mean, your speech was great. Brought me to tears even. Although it was your timing that made me cry.
Yeah, already har. While you're laughing, I have just pissed away 3 years of sobriety down the toilet.
Or maybe you've just flushed away the old you. The one that couldn't sustain the sobriety. Maybe this isn't even a failure, more like a restart.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say Miss Sober for 13 years.
Yep, Bojack, 13 years. But before that, I was sober for 5. And before that, 3. And before that, 2 months. And what I've learned is, it's not what brings you down. It's what you do afterwards with what you've learned. That's what matters. That's how you sustain it.
All I have learned is that I am never enough. Yeah, glad my pain has brought you so much entertainment tonight.
Yeah, who doesn't enjoy the classics?
Isn't that accurate?
What, do you think you're the mom?
No, I know I'm the flame, and I'm not even bragging.
I never thought you were.
You know that Carolyn was the only one who stuck with me through all the mistakes and the bullshit, and she kept coming back for more. And I thought I had figured it out, or at least I deluded myself into thinking I had. I had a job. I was sober. I put the toilet seat down when I peed. Now it's too late. I'm the flame because anytime someone gets close to me, they get burned. And the smart ones, they don't get close to begin with.
Ladies and gentlemen, the luau pavilion will be closing in 5 minutes. I repeat, 5 minutes.
You know, we heard you. Do you get paid by the fucking letter?
No!
You know, Bojack, a flame isn't beautiful because of what it attracts, but because it chooses to keep attracting things.
What does that mean?
Well, just look at them. Come on, bud, look. Battling the dark, second after second, attracting moth after moth after moth. In a war, it can't possibly win because it will never end. But it still tries, Bojack. It still tries. I can see the beauty in that, can't you?
Maybe.
You keep your flame going, Bojack. I bet my sobriety the right moth will find it someday. Or at the very least, you'll find a torch to call your own.
Wait. Do you want to go get something to eat?
Go get some sleep, Bojack. The torches are dying. Good night.
who locks you into a building? Who gets locked into a building? Oh my God. Okay. I fell asleep watching BoJack. There are giant anthropomorphic mice. Wait, someone touched my hand. Okay, you're real enough. Where are we going? We're going to the piano. We're going to my source of shame. Okay. What is this? This is music. What do you want me to do with the music? You want me to play the music? I'm gonna play music for mice. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll do it. All right. When I wake up, I am not going to eat any more cheese. Is that right? Okay.
Sunlight flows, honey woes. Sunlight knows what nobody knows. Nobody knows what sunlight knows. There were times that day the sun went away. There were daws that day to snatch the sunshine away. There were elephants in clay that had the sunshine their way. There was that one day, my sunshine went away.
Take this. Oh. Did a mouse just kiss me on my mouth?
Goodbye. Wait, can you help me finish my song? No? Giant mice? Okay. I am not gonna stay here, so I am going to check out that weird Twilight Zone show that Netflix has, because maybe Netflix has some answers.
Welcome.
Hey. Surprised. I'm not sure.
You know where you are?
No. Wait. Looks like doctor's office.
Oh, that's a good one.
You mean it's not doctor's office?
Oh, no, I'm not saying it isn't.
Are you trying to be mysterious? Who are you? Where is this?
Have you ever seen a place like this before?
Hey, I've seen a doctor's office.
Oh, I'm certain you have. So,
I don't feel sick.
what do you feel?
Maybe nauseous. Wait. Every moment up to now. Wait. It doesn't add up. Wait. Now I can't remember where I was. Where was I? Now I'm here.
Has this ever happened to you before?
Not like this. There's always a flow, not a gap like this.
Never.
I can't remember.
How can you be so sure?
It's just the way it's always been. I can remember, and so I know where I am, and I know.
That is a problem. What do you do when you don't know?
That's just it. Now I don't
take a while, but it makes sense. I promise.
What are you watching?
Some sci-fi movie.
What's it about?
I don't know. I think the one guy is dead or something, and he entered a limbo space and he's just figuring things out. And the other guy's an angel. Maybe. Of course, that's just me guessing, because like I said, I came in the middle.
Isn't there another movie like that?
Maybe more than one? I don't know.
Do you want anything before I go to bed?
Come here a sec.
What?
Just come here. The kids sleep?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
About what?
You know.
You want sex?
Come on, when you say it like that, it sounds like you're not interested.
Maybe I'm not.
It's been a while.
For you.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means it seems like it's been a long time because you have to have it every couple of days.
Not every couple of days.
Oh, really? So, you're telling me that if I wanted to have sex tonight and then wanted sex again tomorrow night, that you wouldn't want to?
I probably want to,
Right.
but I don't have to.
Right,
It's a
but
difference.
you're ready to, though. And each day that passes, you don't think I don't feel that sense of urgency growing? You get a little more impatient, come at me with a little more intensity, like you're saying, come on, now. You don't think I pick up on that? You get real nice. And I can just tell that if you don't get it soon, you're gonna get a little grumpier, get a little more distant, and then circle right back in being nice again.
I don't do that.
It's a pattern. I've lived with you long enough to know it's a pattern.
I remember when you couldn't get enough of me.
It's because you wanted to, not that I necessarily did.
Well, you seemed so excited to see me. I remember our kisses. We would kiss for hours, just kiss.
It's because we wouldn't see each other for a couple of days. How often are we not together now, really?
I still feel that way. I still feel that way when I see you.
And what? By that, are you implying that I no longer have feelings for you? Are you trying to make me feel guilty? You act like you're so kind, so understanding, so perfect, and then I can never measure up. It's fake. You're fake.
Don't you still feel that?
I don't know. That was before.
You don't know. How can you not know? What are you telling me? You don't love me anymore? You're not in this? I'm alone?
I'm just saying I don't know. Would you rather I lie to you?
How long have you felt this way?
A while. I just.
How long?
Like I said, a while. I mean, it's not like any of this is new to you. I give, and I give until there is nothing left to give. Your energy drains me. I am empty. And I don't do the things that fill me up. Nothing for me. I can't live like this. But don't worry. I'll bury myself. Make myself small, disappear again. And it'll be so real to you that you would never know the difference. It'll be so real that you would never know the difference.
So, you're gonna fake love?
I'm saying that I can't and that you would never know.
What about that time at the coast?
What about it?
You seemed good. We seemed so close. Are you saying you faked that?
I'm a survivor, Tom.
What does that mean?
It means I know how to survive and I know what you want.
So, you've been lying. That's what you're saying. Why would you do that? What does that have to do with surviving? You can do whatever you want. What are you talking about? You're saying this isn't new to me. This is new to me. What are you saying?
call it drunk on love. I guess not anymore. Drunk on nothing. Drunk on both.
Spirits. The widow Lincoln communed with so many spirits she had to be committed. To be haunted is to be devoted. To paraphrase The Secret to the Dead, you need a medium, a mirror, in which you look forward to appearances.
Alcohol comes from the Arabic word for makeup. Maybe we do have to change our appearances if we want communion. We have cocktails because we can't stop mixing. We love entertaining possibilities. What we find intoxicating, we could fall for. What we fall for makes us smart.
I mean, look at the German Shepherd barking at his reflection. The robin that sees in your pain a blue sky for flying free. Socrates feared poetry would make people believe their delusions could be true. Wile E. Coyote shared his critical point of view when he painted the mouth of a tunnel he thought the roadrunner could run through.
Maybe we are innocent when we fall in love. We lose it when we think we know what's going on. Facades are what we put up with when we feel like hiding. The cover-up is how we look as politicians.
The unattractive Honest Abe said he'd wear another face if he had one. The face our profiles make when we face off must contain our thirst. We have to make out of intoxication. We have to make out of intoxication.
Intoxication. The act of being intoxicated. Yeah, that's helpful. Oh, especially by alcohol. Intoxication. Intoxication. Medication. Trapped in a room made of self-isolation. That sucks. I bet this is how Van Gogh felt.
Yellow paint.
Or, if Van Gogh had taken medication, we wouldn't have Starry Night.
Do you believe that if the artist had poured pills down his throat instead of that yellow poison he drank just to feel happy?
We would still have what he gave the world today? Maybe we wouldn't have.
But 38 years is too short for a man who saw the world deeper than the surface. Saw the sky sang with magic even in the dark of night. He could see a sunflower make it into a sun.
A bedroom into a gallery of color.
But he couldn't see himself as anything more than failure. Normal may be a boring road to tread, but at least there are no potholes. Vomit yellow on his canvas, maybe that will make him feel happy.
Or maybe he will never be happy.
Because his mind creates majesty.
But to him, the majesty that others see looks like a demon, eating his happiness and sanity. A dragon, hoarding his normal like his gold.
In every letter he wrote, Theo saw past the perceived madness, the demon to the human. It was there, it never left. 200 years later, and we have turned him into a punchline, the caricature of a broken artist.
Everything he saw was a painting waiting to be made. A flock of crows, an ox,
A church, empty of its congregation.
a church where one might hold a funeral.
And now his grave is a tourist attraction, and his sickness is turned beautiful by the words of those who will never understand.
It was ugly. He was the beautiful one.
There is no beauty in madness, there's only terror and loss, the loss of him.
Maybe we would have lost his art. But instead, a man lost a brother. A world lost a living soul.
Medication would not have made him any less himself. It would have silenced those visions, days not leaving his bed.
But of course, lost art would be the real tragedy.
Dancing people! I'm here! Why did I hide under a table? Nope, this place is weird as shit. I wonder if they're a janitorial union dance company that picks up janitorial shifts? I don't know. There's nothing to do, yet again, except hide, keep with rooms. No one here, nothing on the tables except shame and a book. Ooh, Batman.
Do what you will, that bitch. You can't stop the game plan. Our syndicate is more organized than ever. Now we have someone with superpowers doing our bidding. So your time is up.
People like you disgust me. I don't know how you sleep at night. You're not only breaking the law, you're tearing society asunder, and nobody can uphold me from justice, even a superpowered criminal.
What's going on here?
Your criminal buddy was caught disseminating communist propaganda, trying to organize other criminals in clear violation of the Taft-Hartley Act.
I'm just trying to unionize some workers so we stop being robbed by Wayne.
Scum!
Do you consider yourself to be a hero?
No, I am a superhero because I bring more scum like you to justice than all of Gotham PD combined.
And instead of going after the war criminals and the diabolical oligarchs that are tearing this country apart, you want to target workers striking for a livable wage?
You have all those weapons just to rough up nonviolent protesters and jaywalkers. You commit worse crimes than the criminals you arrest.
I don't make the laws, I just enforce them, and I'm damn good at it too.
See, that's the problem. You're actually helping the bad guys. Did you know that Arkham place you send low-level drug dealers to be lobotomized, is owned by the same psychopath who's sending Wayne Tech cluster bombs to commit genocides?
And now he's spending millions for our union effort?
I never got to meet that Wayne guy, but I hear nothing good things. He's the one good billionaire.
When I first got into crime fighting, I noticed most of the criminals who were testing the limits of my invulnerability were Wayne's impoverished employees, who were stealing Wayne Tech prototypes to rob banks, just so they were able to afford to treat the cancer they acquired working at Wayne Tech.
I knew a brilliant guy named Victor. Wayne left him so poor he couldn't pay his heating bill and watched his entire family freeze to death. After that, he was destroyed mentally and started calling himself Mr. Freeze.
Those workers have the same opportunities to pull themselves up by their bootstraps as Mr. Wayne. Can't imagine the level of snark he got from his butler, but somehow got rich and successful following the rules.
Most people don't inherit billions and rig a political system. Wayne doesn't have to break the rules because he makes the rules. That's why a real hero would be trying to stop him.
We all know Bat Belch isn't going to go after Mr. Wayne since they share the same bank account, right, Bruce? Your toys are expensive.
Me? Bruce Wayne? That's crazy talk. You don't have X-ray vision, do you?
Oh, come on. Everybody knows you're on social media even though you censored it.
I got good news and bad news for you, Wayne. The good news is that Wayne Tech is now a worker-owned co-op, and they decided to divest from making weapons.
If that's the good news, what's the bad?
Since I can't figure out what you can buy with $2 billion that you can already buy with $1, we decided to take all your money over $1 billion and give it back to the neighborhoods you destroyed.
That'll be enough to repair the hospital your bat-shaped bombs destroyed, or sometimes for me to use my newly acquired health care.
No!
Not today. Bitch.
No, please.
You're trying to kill us, you still think you're the hero?
I want my Albert.
Beat the shit out of him.
No, please, no.
Sorry, guys. More moving. Moving like barely move as is. Okay, I'm walking. How about we walk to the door? Let me out. No, okay. Yeah, we're going back to the shame. Okay. Yeah, that's the second one. Yeah, I figured. Okay, what is this? This is cheese music. You guys are hallucinations induced by cheese. Okay, we'll sing the song. Okay, here, give me that. What is it? What do I put there again? Okay. Weird mice. Is that right? Okay, that one. Why do I ask?
What's a dark cloud to do? There's no room in this town for a moon that's upside down. Smells like lemon pie, yellow and high. Across the bank parade, coming to her right. The moon's a cuckoo clock on a jello shot. The moon's a cuckoo clock on a jello
Thank you. Thank you. What, redemption. What rhymes with redemption? Okay, I didn't. That's just squeaking. I don't think I speak English. I think I'm stressed out. I know I'm stressed out. So I'm going to set a 15-minute timer, and I'm going to breathe in silence and terror for 15 minutes. Maybe that will calm me down.
Days after Dad's funeral, Mom gets busy, filling the freezer with tubs of lentil soup, chicken curry, arrabbiata sauce, Dad's favorites, labeling each with a name and date. Maybe she's cooking for him, hoping he'll walk through the front door. When I come downstairs for Saturday morning breakfast, a pyramid of diced onions already sits on the chopping board. Mom, why are you making so much food? We still have the Jackson's lasagna.
So you and Jane will have something to eat while I'm gone. She pushes the mountain of diced onions to the side to make way for a colander of zucchini.
I watch her handle the knife, the quick and sure fingers bringing the blade through the flesh of the vegetable. How can she be so calm?
Mom hasn't broken down once. Not even when Jane played Dad's favorite Feeling Groovy on the piano at his memorial. Not when the nice man from the cremation services came to deliver Dad's ashes in person. She insisted he stay for coffee and cookies and talk about Dad's time in Thailand with the Peace Corps, his job as a prison therapist. Jane and I retreated to the kitchen, avoiding the heavy black box tucked next to our guest.
While you're gone? Where? Why does she always assume I know what she's thinking? It's worse since Dad died.
It's just for a few days. You and Jane are practically grown up now. You can take care of yourselves. I just want to do something nice for you. She looks up before returning her attention to the chopping board. I'll be back before you know it.
But where are you going? If she had died, Dad would have taken off work and stayed home with us. He would never just go off and leave.
Mom laughs, a high-pitched trill. One of those meditation retreats your father loved. He signed us up for one months ago, and I decided to go for him. She pauses, knife in hand. It's a way to feel close to him, you know? She murmurs, more to herself than me. It takes a moment for her words to sink in. Mom always used to tease Dad about being your average middle-aged white therapist. Sometimes when he would emerge from meditating in his study, she would ask, "How long before you take up yoga?" He would smile and fire back,
You know, it helps me survive living with 3 women.
Once, after a particularly dramatic finale to RuPaul's Drag Race, Dad turned to Mom and said,
Maybe I should take up drag, to compensate for my meditation. I got the legs for it. Wouldn't you like to see me lip sync for my life?
Mom laughs. Only if I get to choose the music.
I will survive.
He smiled at me and Jane, proud to show off his musical knowledge.
Oh no, Mom shook her head. Got to be real, the Cheryl Lynn or Patti LaBelle version.
He chuckled.
Deal. Truly real is the best line ever.
Even as toddlers, Jane and I knew when to play quietly while Dad meditated. Curious to see for myself what this zazen was all about, I opened the door to his study on a rainy Saturday morning. He sat cross-legged, on a round black cushion on the floor, facing the wall, his eyes half closed. I had expected him to turn and smile as he always did when he caught sight of me, but he continued to sit very still, I watched and waited, but the only movement was the slight rise and fall of his chest as he received and released each breath. Once Mom and I couldn't go a day without getting into a shouting match, I asked Dad to teach me. He warned me about monkey mind and advised me to let go of trying to get it right. But angry words ping-ponged in my head, and I would get up off the floor more frustrated than when I sat down. Dad assured me,
Oh, don't worry, Vita. They do not call it practice for nothing. It only comes through sitting every single day. You cannot force it. It takes time.
after a few weeks, I gave up. Since his death, I've tried to meditate again. But every time I close my eyes, I picture the train dangling off the bridge. Fire engines and ambulances clustered beneath, smoldering passenger cars on their sides in the middle of the highway. I count to 3 before the visions cloud back. When the train took the curve on the bridge too fast, what did Dad do? Did he close his eyes? Return to his breath? How far did he count before he was lost to darkness? You're going on a meditation retreat? Wow, Mom. I'd pour a glass of orange juice and sit down at the kitchen table. All those times Dad tried to get you to go with him.
She pulls out a heavy saucepan and turns on the stove. I know, Vita. Wasted opportunities. She whispers and freezes, mesmerized by the flickering blue flame.
The doorbell rings.
I'll get it, I say, expecting to see another neighbor with a platter of food.
Instead, a tall, thin young woman with faded turquoise hair stands on the porch. A battered Chevy Nova idles at the curb. She's surprised to see me.
Good morning. I stalled trying to place her.
Hi. She looks around the street before continuing. Is this the home of Carl McClellan?
Yes. Well, it used to be. He doesn't live here anymore.
I say stupidly.
Can I help you? Mom asks over my shoulder, appearing on the doorstep.
The young woman looks at Mom. Are you Mrs. McClellan? Mom nods. You don't know me. My name is Cassie. I used to work with Mr. McClellan a few years ago.
She doesn't look like any therapist I've ever met, but I take my cue from Mom, who says,
Really? A Purdy?
Cassie nods, then blurts out, I should have called first.
Mom says, won't you please come in?
Cassie shakes her head. I just came by to offer my condolences. I heard about the train accident. When I saw his pictures in the papers, I cried for days. He really helped me. He helped a lot of people. Such a great listener, but he pushed us, too. The driver of the Nova honks the horn. She looks back at the street, raising a hand. Mom reaches for her, placing her hand on Cassie's arm.
He was a very special person, that's for sure.
Cassie continues, I got out a year ago. He made sure I was ready.
curious, I ask, how?
He taught me how to meditate, how to trust myself. Each breath is a reset. He got hold of being truly real.
I imagine Dad sitting in a small room on a hard chair, surrounded by long hallways, tall metal doors, high ceilings, and barbed wire, and stuff of movies. I don't really know what he did for work. Most days he left early in the morning and came home just in time for dinner. I've never thought about what he did or who he worked with.
Cassie turns back to Mom, tears streaming down her face. Scared to miss by everyone, and that's saying something.
Mom leans towards her, mouth twisted open, chest shuddering. She sucks in a big gulp of air and lets out a wail that lasts forever. Standing next to me and Cassie, she looks so tiny, shivering in the world's best wife apron Dad got her as a joke gift one Christmas.
I start to cry. For Cassie, for the people we don't know who miss Dad, for the people who will never know him. I cry for me, and Jane, and for Mom in the years ahead without Dad, for all our hurt and anger.
I gotta go. Cassie squeezes Mom's hand and hurries back to the Nova. The driver of the Nova revs the engine before pulling away from the curb.
Mom watches him drive off, shielding her eyes as if it were a sunny day.
Resisting the temptation to wipe my nose on my sleeve, I breathe in the cool morning air, holding it for a count of 3 before exhaling. Practice. That's all I can again. Blowout. Mom turns to me, and we walk into the warm house together.
Well, thank God I've been waiting for someone to let me out.
Thought I heard something. Obviously, there's nothing there. Ah.
Are you kidding me? Barney, fight! You know, locking someone inside of a building could be considered taking a hostage. I could sue! Asshole! I don't even know who that guy is. And I'm still stressed out. Might as well watch more Netflix because it doesn't look like I'm going anywhere.
Hey, what's the matter? Hey,
I'm having a horrible dream.
again?
I need to sleep. Why can't I sleep? God, I'm going insane. You go insane if you don't get proper sleep, right? I'm going insane.
What can I do?
Nothing. I'm sorry. Go back to sleep.
No, I can't go back to sleep if you can't sleep.
What difference does it make if I get sleep?
You're my partner. If you can't sleep,
You
I
were
can't sleep.
sleeping fine while I was having a nightmare.
You know what I mean?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just so exhausted. This has been going on for. How long has this been going on?
I don't know.
Oh my God, I'm going insane. Why can't I sleep? What's wrong with me? There must be something, you know, and it's not like these nightmares are so shocking. They're just so weird. There must be something wrong with me. It's not like, well, I don't know. I dreamt we were other people. Oh, God, and I wanted. Something's off. I dreamt about eating Stuart in the back of the 2x4. You know, maybe I never felt guilty enough about that. Never did penance enough. And sometimes, a lot of the time, I'm running from the law. Maybe it was something I stole. I was a kleptomaniac when I was a kid.
No, you were never a kleptomaniac.
But when you're a kid, you know, that stuff is bigger than life, and it gets lodged in your brain, all that stuff.
You're fine.
I'm not fine. I tell you I'm not fine, and this sleeplessness is telling me that. What is it? The answer's gotta be in the images of my dreams, but the second I wake up, I can't remember them most of the time. Just the feeling. It's horrible. I wake up, then they're gone, and all I'm left with is that dread, that seeking feeling like I just got finished doing something horrible and I'm trying to forget it. How do we know what we've done? How do we know what we've forgotten or blocked out? What carries us forward? What about karma? What am I paying for?
You're not paying for anything. There's no God. There's no cosmic ledger. You and I agreed on that. We've always agreed on that. That's one of the things I always loved about you. See things clearly.
Well, things don't seem so clear right now. You tried going for weeks, months without sleep. Fuck. And I think about it before I hit the pillow. pillow every night. I just know it's coming.
You're caught in a loop. Don't you see? You think you're not going to sleep, and you go to bed. Of course you don't sleep.
It's my fault? You think I want this?
Of course not. I'm just.
What do
saying.
you know? You sleep fine. You always sleep fine. And I look at you there snoring and blissfully gone, and I fucking hate you. You know that? Huh, I can just kill you in your sleep. I just get so... I want that. I want that.
I don't know. Something's off and I just can't quite put my finger on it.
Well, I think it's great. Much more interesting than this.
Then why read it?
Well, it's work. Can't review what I've read.
Oh, right, yeah. You know what it's about after the first 30 pages.
Yeah, but
And I know you. I saw all of your books in college, all meticulously underlined and annotated for the first 30 pages. Only the first 30 pages?
that was different. That was for school.
Yeah, and that's when you should have been giving your most effort. You're paying to go to those classes and read those books. Now you're not being paid enough, so you want to give it your all.
Yeah, whatever. I've got a strong work ethic.
Yeah, you do. Hey, how about this? I can't even think of falling to sleep. When I go to bed, when I'm watching television and I start to drift off, my mind snaps on hard. Just jolts with knowing. Just knowing that once I slip in there, I'm going to enter a dark nightmare of shit. What do you think? Really?
Absolutely.
I feel like you're giving me 30% here.
Seriously, I like it.
I'm getting a new tattoo. A word.
Yeah.
I'm getting a word. There's a woman out there, and she wrote a story, and she advertised to have people volunteer to have a word from the story tattooed on them, anywhere they want. She won't publish the story, but if you get a tattoo, she'll send you a copy. I want to get one of those words. It could be any word. And, the, now, eclipse. I don't care what word I get, or even a punctuation mark. I just want to be a part of the story. Why aren't you listening?
I am.
You're not listening.
I can tell you exactly what you said. You want to get a word from a story. You want to get a tattoo of the word from the story, and then you get to read the story.
There's a big difference between listening and what you're doing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about presence. I'm talking about energetically being in the room. You're like a ghost there. It's like you're not even really there.
Everyone's so dysfunctional all the time. And that includes me. Like I sit here in an empty room getting angry at my phone. I'm scared of my phone. I'm scared what happens if I don't finish my song. But that's how I spend every single day. I'm angry at people, and then I'm afraid that I'm angry. And then I'm angry that I feel so afraid. It's just anger and fear. It's just compressed into a little tiny space inside my skull, and both of them are just constantly screaming at one another, and I can't do anything about it. It feels like I'm trapped in a little house with no windows or a locked door. Just anger, fear, anger, fear, anger, fear, anger, fear. It won't shut the hell up. Maybe they just need to talk it out. Maybe they just need to, I don't know, do their thing. I didn't mean literally. Do we have to do this right now?
Hey, Fear.
Yes, anger.
I don't think our friend is looking too well to
I really don't need this right
You know he's right. You feel it deep inside. Cause when you look inside their eyes, all that you see is hate.
That's not true!
They gonna hurt you. They gonna burn you just so they can lock you up and fuck you up and just desert you. They gonna hurt you. They gonna hurt me. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
No one is going to hurt me, and no one's going to hurt either of you. Just leave me alone for like 10 seconds.
I am dying inside, behind a dirty window where I'm trapped between two screaming voices. They won't let me leave. They won't let me leave. Whoever locked that door did everyone outside a service. A freak like you ought to be king.
You're right. They know what you're thinking. They know who you really are. And they're keeping you here. They're keeping you here until they come back.
I think it's high time for a little revenge, don't you?
You have to get to them before they get to you.
Trust us.
Trust us.
Because after all,
We know best.